So, one of the things that we've learned so far this chapter, well, we've learned two ways of factoring. One way I call it take stuff out. On Thursday, a long time ago, we did three-term factoring. So, how can I factor this one right here? Anybody have an idea? Factor, remember, means factors are things that multiply into something else. So when I say factor, like the factors of 10 are 2 and 5, 1 and 10. Factors of this are what times itself, or what times what could equal this. That's what I mean by factoring.
Well, yeah. 3 is prime, and then 3 times 3 is 9.
On this one, okay, girls, we can take something out of both of these terms.
Oh, the x.
That's a 3x. If I divide both of these by 3x, what do I get?
3x.
What's this divided by 3x?
X.
What's this divided by 3x?
Minus
3. Minus 3. These are factors because when you multiply it together, it goes back to this. This is called take stuff out. We did this probably Wednesday. My memory's a little bit fuzzy, but I think we did this on Wednesday before break. And then Thursday before break is what we just graded. So I gotta think of one real quick. Okay, so this is kind of like reverse FOIL. When you FOIL something together, normally it looks like this. So how you reverse it, you say, what multiplies into -8 that adds up to -2? What multiplies into -8, guys?
4.
That adds up to -2.
4. No, wait.
Negative 4 times 2.
Okay, -4 and +2. So we put -4 and +2. Okay, how do I know if this is right or not?
You plug it in. Look at your book.
Well, you can't really plug it.
Do the thing.
If you foil this, yeah, it should turn into that. That's how you can check. Anyways, but if you answer this question correctly, what multiplies into -8 that adds up to -2, this will always be right. If you get this part correct. Anyway, okay, today we are doing kind of the hard version of that. So
That wasn't hard. But if they both work.
no, that was a medium.
What if I get a doctor's note?
It says you
Then
can't
I
do
can't
math.
do it.
The doctor should probably get fired for malpractice. Let's see, what page are we on?
14.
Well, I could get a note from my dad. He's a doctor.
I'm talking to Dr. Will.
Like just say, my dad needs me to figure out some secrets.
Okay, maybe should we do an example before we jump in, or do you want to just jump in? Okay.
3 examples.
No, for time's sake, we better do just one.
Yeah.
Very well.
All day, just one.
Number 1 is it's funny.
Let's do an easy one than that.
For some reason, some guys scribbled out the last number and then just put 12.
Okay, so here's a problem like we're going to do on today's. Can you guys tell me what the difference is between this and the ones?
There's numbers on everything.
Okay, there's a number on the first term. Well, that's different. Okay, this makes it the harder version of what we were doing. Okay, it's similar, but it is a little bit harder. I should leave that open. So, we still do, anytime you're doing the 3-term factoring, you do use the 2 parentheses. So, remember on the last problem how I put x and x in front?
Yeah.
No more. Guess what I'm going to put in front now? Okay, what multiplies, because it's what multiplies to this, right? So what multiplies to 3x squared? 3x times x. So what goes into 3 is 3 and 1, right? What goes into x squared, x and x. So it's basically 3x times 1x. You just put an x there. Okay, so that's difference number 1. Okay, here's the trouble though. What if it had been 6x squared? What do you think I would have put in front? 2x and 3x, or it could be 6x and 1x. And you just have to try different things to see what works. Okay, that's what makes it hard. But luckily, if you get a prime, that's good news, because the only thing that goes into 3 is 3 and 1. So either this is going to work or nothing's going to work. I can't remember if there's primes on today's assignment. I'll check later. Okay, what goes into the back here is still what goes into 2. Okay, but here's the difference. You're no longer saying that adds up to 7. Because now that there's numbers on the front, you have to do FOIL stuff to see if it equals 7.
This sucks.
So what goes into 2?
2.
So it's either 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. So you got to kind of guess. Let me guess wrong first. Let me guess plus 2 and plus 1.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. Okay.
How does the order matter?
Here's how I know it's wrong. If I were to FOIL this, basically you kind of got to FOIL to check it. I don't know if you guys remember, but when you do the outside and inside of the FOIL, that gives you the middle term. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do the whole FOIL. I mean, I kind of already set it up for the first and the last to work. I'm going to just do the outside inside. And if that gives me the middle term, then I got it right. I already said I got it wrong. But if I do the outside on this, I got 3x times 1 is 3x. If I do the inside, I have 2x. And that makes 5x, not 7x. Okay, but instead of 2 and 1, what if I do 1 and 2?
Then it's right.
Then it's right. Because now the outside gives me 6x, and the inside gives me 1x,
That's weird.
and that's 7x. Okay? So that works. So that means if I FOIL the whole thing, this would be right. So that means this is the factored answer. Okay, so really quick review. I said question number 1, what goes into 3x squared? I put that in front. Question number 2, what goes into 2? I put that in the back. Question 3, when I FOIL, outside, inside, does that give me the middle term? If not, which it didn't, I had to switch something. So I switched the 1 and the 2. Now here's where it gets hard. If this was not a prime, if this was like 8, it could be 1 and 8, could be 2 and 4. I'll give you a hint though. Usually they like the numbers that are like in the middle, 2 and 4, better than they like 1 and 8. The book does. Don't ask me why, that's just how it usually works. Now not always, but usually if they gave me an 8 right here, I would use 2 and 4. I tried 2 and 4 before I tried 1 and 8.
2 and 4 would work.
It doesn't. I just made that up. It's not my point. My point is sometimes you have more than one thing to try here. The only thing that goes into 2 is 1 and 2, but if you have other numbers, there's more than one possibility. Okay. Whew. A lot of chatting. All right, let's go. Number 1. We're doing 1 through 20, by the way.
Wait,
1 through 20.
4,
He was happy about it.
So at least we're doing less than half.
okay,
All right, the sign it down.
Is it 422?
4, 18,
4,
4, 18, 1 through 20.
Wait, are you sure?
All right. Number 1. You guys ready? 2x squared, 11x squared. Okay, so here's the thing on this. There might be some trial and error, so we might have
My
to.
number 1 says 2x squared plus 11x plus 4.
Okay.
Plus
There-
12.
Evidently, some of your books have a misprint, so if your book does not say plus 12,
Scratch it out.
scratch it out and
Mine's
put,
scribbled, someone scribbled it out.
Well,
scratch it out and put plus 12.
could it have been 4?
I thought I missed it.
No, it wouldn't work if it was a plus 4. It'd be prime. There are no primes on today's. They were at least that nice to
That's
us.
gonna annoy me.
So that means everything should work. So don't write prime. Don't even try it. Okay, you guys remember how we start?
No. Yes, you ask what goes into 2. And
What
then
goes into 2?
1. And 2.
1 times 2. So I'm going to put 1x and 2x.
How about x then 2x? Did that work? Sense?
That's what I just wrote. You mean 2x and x?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Young Britain.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay, here's the problem I was talking about earlier. What goes into 12? 1 and 12, or, okay, it could be 1 and 12, it could be 2 and 6, it could be 3 and 4, but it also could be 12 and 1, 6 and 2, 4 and 3. So there's actually 6 possibilities. That's a lot.
Then do we just want
So it's trial and error.
get your calculators? Everyone
Okay.
try something different.
Remember that I said the 1 and 12 thing probably would be the last thing I checked.
That would, yeah, that would.
I would check 2 and 6 or 3 and 4.
3 and 4 would work.
Okay. There's kind of a trick that I know 3 and 4 won't work. It might, 4 and 3 might work. Because a 2 could come out of this, but a 2 can't come out of this. I know this is not the right answer, but anyway, this is how you check. Outside, inside. 4x plus 6x is not 11x. So 3 and 4 don't work, but that doesn't mean 4 and 3 won't work. So I'm going to try 4 and 3.
Why? Why?
Okay, now I've got 3x
That works.
on the outside. And on the inside I've got 8x. Does that add up to 11x? Yes. So this is the answer to number 1. So if you guess right, you can get it on your first try, and that makes the assignment a lot easier. Some of you might be able to eventually start doing these in your head. It is tricky. It does take a little bit of brain power, but you can kind of check these in your head before. 3x squared. That might be more of an algebra 2 level thing. All right.
X and 3x.
Right, 3x and x, or x and 3x. Okay. What am I going to put next? Okay, 2 and 4. Who's he pointing at?
No, that's
Say a name.
Ew, what is this?
That's what you're missing tomorrow.
Ew.
Run hard.
Oh yeah, the high school will have a track meet tomorrow.
Yeah, you better bring it. Marianne, better bring your gold bag.
Less people in class.
Okay, 2 and 4 could be the answer, except for there's one problem. When I do that FOIL stuff, I'm going to need negative 14. So if I'm using positive 2 and positive 4, that's not going to happen. So instead I need to try negative 2 and negative 4.
Mr. Jordan, how do you know to put the 3x right there?
These are interchangeable. Remember, order of multiplication doesn't matter.
It doesn't?
No. Okay. Outside, negative 12x.
Interesting.
Inside, negative 2x. Makes negative 14. Got it on the first try. Lucky, lucky. All right.
Lucky duck.
It's not like you can see the answers in your book.
Wait, how come
I'm not looking at the answers.
Oh yeah?
Oh, that's what I said. Wait,
Foil.
I got negative 10.
When you foil, shh. The outside is minus 12x. The inside is minus 2x.
I foiled it.
And then you add those together.
Wait. Oh, it's
Is one of those x's squared?
No. If you did the first, you'd get an x squared. 3x times x is 3x squared.
Alright. Gotcha.
I don't get it. How does it equal 14?
Negative 12 minus 2. It's minus 14. Outside is negative 12. Inside is -2. Remember foiling outside and inside?
Well, I did an X through X smile.
You get it? This part is multiply, -12, -2, and this part is like adding. -12 minus 2 is -14. Okay, number 5.
Oh wait, oh, that's
3x, no. Shh. 3x squared. Okay, girls. 3x squared plus 5x minus 28. What's going to go in the front on this one?
3x.
Same as the last one. That's weird looking. All right, 3x and x. Okay, what's probably, you got some options on this one. What might go in the back on this one?
4 and 7. Or
Okay.
-4 and 7.
4 and -7, or maybe -4 and 7. Could be, what else? It's probably going to be one of these, but what else could it be? 128.
Not likely.
What do you say? Say another one.
Yeah.
2 and 14, right? Okay. Usually they like the ones towards the middle, so this is probably going to be one of these. Which one do you want me to try? It could be 4 and 7, 7.
Do negative.
Okay, -4 and 7. Okay. Notice I made one positive, one negative, because it's the -28 they're supposed to multiply to. Okay,
But it's a +5.
if I do the outside, this would be 21x, and the inside is -4x,
That is not
which
right.
is 17x.
Do the other way.
Okay, so I need to switch the 4 and the 7. Might be 14 and 2. Let's see.
It's not any of them.
Let's try -7 plus 4. Okay, that would be 12 minus 7. You guys see where I'm getting that? 12x minus 7x equals 5x.
Yeah,
So it is right.
-7 and
What?
4.
Oh, it equals the middle term.
Okay, here's a question for you. This is important. What if I had put the plus over here and the minus over here? What would I have gotten? -12 plus 7 is what? -5, which is almost the right answer. So if you get the right answer except for its opposite, that just means you need to switch your pluses and minuses. Does that make sense? If you get the right number but it's opposite, you just need to switch both of your plus and minuses. And then so it's good news if you get the opposite of the right answer. Oh wait, did I switch that back? Oh, it was the other one.
Yeah, I was confused.
Well, I was making a point if you had your plus and minus backwards. That wasn't there, was it, before break?
What? Uh-oh.
That's a water. That's a water leak.
Oh, Emily, you're not supposed to be up there.
Okay, number 7.
That was you earlier.
Yikes. Number 7, 6x squared plus 5x minus 4.
Can we do through 16?
Yeah. Okay.
You said yes. You said yes? We can do through 16. You said yes.
Alright, what's going to go in front?
Good man.
Shh. What's going to go in front?
6x. No.
Could be.
2x and 3x.
Okay, it could be 6x and 1x. It could be 3x and 2x. You got to just try and see what works. Okay, but what was my hint? It's probably, which one?
3x.
Probably 3 into the ones in the middle.
Why do they do
Probably.
that?
Actually, I'm going to cheat and look and see. Yeah, it is 3 and 2 on this one.
Why do they do that?
Okay, but if this doesn't work, you would have to go back and try the 6 and 1.
But it is going to work because you looked
I already looked in the book. Alright. Now what's going to go in the back though?
I mean, the answer's in the back of the book.
Yes, but these are all.
Yeah, it's in the front of my book, so I don't have to look around.
Yeah, no, just saying that.
What's going to go in the back?
1 and -4.
Okay, could be 1 and -4, could be
-1, -2 and +2.
could be -2, +2.
2 -2 +2. They're probably gonna do 2s, yeah.
Now, if I do the outside, that would be 6x, and the inside is -4x, which equals 2x. Okay, now would switching places with the 2's matter?
No.
No, they're the same thing. If I switch the minus and the plus, will that matter?
Yes.
Okay, no. The only thing that happens when you switch the plus and minus is you get the opposite answer. So instead of 2x, I would have got -2x. So 2 and 2 is not right.
It's 1 and 4.
So-
It's a 4 and -1.
Okay, she thinks it's 4 and -1.
I think I know.
Okay, we'll see if she's right.
I am right.
Yeah, she is right.
Now I'm rooting against
She
you.
is right.
All right.
Wait, no, she.
It is right.
Okay, outside is -3x.
Yep.
Inside is plus 8x.
And that equals 5.
That does equal 5x, so that is right. Should I report that before I forget?
Who said?
Come on.
I'm pretty sure she went to the lab.
No, that's somebody.
I saw her walk in there.
It's her
Who said I can't? Who said I can't?
Alright. Number 9. You guys written it down already? Hurry.
Yeah.
15, 19, and 6.
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. What goes into 15c squared? Shh. Okay, goes
3C, 5C.
3c and 5c. Okay, what goes into 6?
3 and 2.
Okay. You want
6 and 1.
you want to try checking this without writing it down so we don't have to erase?
It's definitely 3 and 2.
Okay, if I put 3 here and 2 here, 3 here gives me 9, and 2 here gives me 10.
That's
And
right.
that gives me 19, so that's right. So it's 3, see how you can check without writing it down?
I can't.
It is harder because you have to use a lot of brain power.
Look, and I
But,
got 21.
so this would be 9 plus 10.
What? It's like 3 times 2 is... What? Huh?
If only.
How come I got 6 plus 15?
Oh, she went back into her office.
Who's the principal for your farm?
Student.
Is our principal Mr. Landers?
He's a superintendent.
Okay, then who's our
We don't have a principal technically.
We're a democracy.
Mr. Smith is kind of like our principal, but not really.
Mr. Smith is to take charge.
I can substitute as the
Okay.
His favorite.
3A, 2A. And Tuesdays.
All right. He's the senior kind of staff member in charge.
Seniors.
All right.
I was just thinking.
All right. Shh. Okay, what's going to go in front on this one? Probably 3A and 2A. Could be 6A and 1A. Did we ever do this one?
No.
Nope.
Okay, what's going to go in back?
But plus 2.
Could be plus 2 minus 2. Could be plus 4 minus 4. Or plus 4 minus 1. Let's try plus 4 minus 1. If I do that, I get minus 3a on the outside. I get plus 8a on the inside, which gives me
5.
5a.
So you just need to switch the
Okay, almost right. So what do I need to do?
positive and
Minus
negative.
4.
Switch the plus and the minus. You guys think you're going to be able to do these on your own?
No.
Maybe, maybe not.
About how hard the chapter gets. So if we can do this, we can do pretty much anything.
The annoying part's going to be having to like erase and redo everything over and over again.
You could just leave it and then just move over.
But no.
Wait.
We're gonna go. We're still going 16. 13. Shh. 5, negative 14, negative 3. Okay. 1 and 5 in front for sure.
Yeah.
Katie, what's gonna go in the end? What's gonna go in the end? Maybe negative 1 and 3, or 3 and negative 1, something like that. So if I do the outside, that's 15. The inside, negative 1. 15 minus 1 is 14. Is that
Plus
right?
1 minus 3.
We got the wrong symbol, so I just need to switch my signs. Plus and minus. One more.
Terrible.
15 says 5. Well, something's different about 15. You guys,
There's multiple numbers.
there's multiple letters.
Letters. So there wasn't.
Okay. All right. Listen, we did a few of these on Thursday with the y and y squared at the end. It doesn't really change anything, except for the last term is just going to have a y on it. That's all that changed. I don't know if you guys remember that. Probably not. Okay, what's going to go? What's going to go in front?
5x.
5x times x. Okay. What's going to go in back? 7 times 3. One of them would have to be negative. And also, they'll have to have a y on them. So let's try, okay, you said negative 3. So let's try plus 7y and negative 3y. See if that works. Okay, we're not sure it's right yet, though. We got to check it. Outside
It's definitely.
is negative 15 xy. Inside
You need to switch it. It's minus 7.
is plus 7. What's negative 15 plus 7?
Minus 7 plus
Negative 8.
So switch it.
Switch the plus.
I got it first try. I didn't listen to you when it was around. Shut up. That's why I switched it. No,
There.
big brain. No.
Hey,
Yes.
Jasmine, I don't want you screwing around right now. We're trying to work. All right, try number 2
It's
quickly.
2, 4, 1, or 2.
Try those evens.
Okay, number 2, I'll give you a hint since it starts out kind of hard.
Great.
Is actually, what might go on front on number 2?
2.
Could be 2 and 2, but actually on this one it's going to be 4 and 1.
Why would they do that?
So start with 4x and 1x, or 4x and x. Where did I put my mask? Anybody know?
Where did I go wrong?
Okay.
What are we trying to get it equal again? Oh, multiply by
Now I'm gonna change that.